football. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this saga has dragged out way too long, but the saga continues in the latest developments in the Subriel Matias Jermias Ponce fight. First they were supposed to fight on the Wilder Hellenius card, and then it didn't happen because of Ponce having visa issues. Then the most recent thing we heard was that this fight was going to be on the Oshaki Foster Ray Vargas card on February 11th. Now it's not happening on there because now Jermias Ponce and Subriel Matias will fight for the vacant IBF title at 140 on their own card on February 25th out there at the Armory in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Now, this is welcome news. This is great news, and I'm in a way, it'd be very easy for me to complain, but I'm excited and I'm happy and I'm overjoyed and I'm thrilled that this fight will get showcased as a main event type of a fight, because I have been so adamant that Ponce versus Matias is guaranteed action because these guys don't know how to get on their toes in boxing. I mean, if they do, they haven't shown it. Ponce is going to try to out-volume Matias. Matias is going to not to try to out-volume Ponce, but he's going to try to put him in the hospital and hurt him really badly because he wants this world title. And I think for Matias, he needs to win this fight. He can ill afford another loss. He can ill afford another Petros Anion performance where he loses, because this is a guy that a lot of fighters at 140 are not jumping up to fight. Why? And why do I say that? Because I remember, I know Regis Prograis might be singing a different tune now, because I hear people saying that Prograis is saying now that all of a sudden, he fight Matias and all this stuff. But that's only because Matias is in the world title picture and he knows that more than likely Matias may get a belt. But I remember back to the summer of last year when Prograis wasn't champion and Prograis was trying to get back into a world title fight. He kept saying that none of these guys in the 140 division wanted to fight him. And Matias was screaming his name from the mountaintops. He wanted to fight him. And Prograis really didn't do too much as far as acknowledging him. So I think this fight, to me, the way I look at this from the Matias side of things as the road to a Prograis fight, because that's ultimately the fight I want to see, is Prograis versus Matias. I don't know how realistic that is because, Prograis with Probellum and, you got all the boxing politics and whatnot. But either way you cut it up, slice it and dice it, it's just great that this fight's happening. For those that needed a reminder, back on November 15th, TGB Promotions and the fine folks over there in conjunction with Al Heyman, because TGB Promotions is part of the Al Heyman umbrella. So Tom Brown, shout out to Tom Brown, they won a purse bid of $510,000 for PBC. And that's what that money is going to be split between the pair of these two fighters. Now, as it stands right now, Ponce, 30-0, 20 KOs. Matias 18-1, 18 KOs. I think I did the best job I can of describing the fight. It's a heavy-handed volume guy versus a guy who I would say isn't as heavy-handed, but is also would probably be a bit more volume. I feel like Matias is a volume guy who will sit down more on his punches because he has that thump, he has that power. Ponce is just trying to get the punches off any way he can. So it don't matter if he's loading up. It don't matter if he's putting all the torque and aggression behind his punches. He's just trying to hit you anywhere he can find. And so for that, I feel like this is going to be a good fight. And, this might actually wind up turning into the best fight of the first quarter of 2023, because a lot of fights like Virgil Ortiz and Stanionis and Tim Tszyu versus Charlo have gotten canceled or postponed, and they're not happening in the first quarter. So all I'm saying is this: if you're watching this video right now, I don't know how many views this video is going to get. I don't think it'll get a lot because, these aren't big names. But if you come across this video, please circle this one in your calendar and don't miss it. I'm telling you guys, don't miss this fight. I know Matias isn't the biggest name. I know Ponce, you probably don't know who the hell Ponce is. He's from Argentina. You're probably saying to yourself, Argentina, they don't produce boxers like that all the time. They produce strikers. They produce midfielders. They're the World Cup champions. They're not boxers, but trust me, Ponce he's going to bring the heat. Matias is going to bring the heat. It's going to be a fight that boxing can't miss, and we will crown a new IBF champion at 140. And the winner of this fight will be in the mix, will be talked about for fighting Prograis and the other champions in the weight class, Josh Taylor and all those kind of things. So Make it that what you will. But yeah, February 25th at the Armory in Minnesota. Subriel Matias is fighting Jermias Ponce for the title, so make your plans accordingly. We will definitely be live here on True School Sports for that fight. That fight is a can't-miss fight. So yeah, leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.